Good evening, everyone. We are live, and this is C with C. Thanks for coming into Couch Cruise with me. We are on our final C day on coverage for Icon of the Seas. Get on in here, let's chat, and welcome in three people. This evening, we are talking all things food and drinks. All righty, so let's get ourselves situated. Come on in here in the chat. Let's see who is all here. It might be a bit of a slow day. I know the regular cruisers are sleepy. I'm sleepy. It is tough to do back to back to back live. So cool. So yeah, let's see. Today, I did a lot of content, watched a lot of content related to food and drinks. So I was just curious to see what everyone did in regards to basically, what were people eating and drinking. Hello, 5 people, welcome in. For 3 seconds, I was a little nervous. I was like, "Uh oh, did I forget to hit make this public?" But okay, looks like it is getting out to the masses. Cool. Hello, Janelle T. And Janelle, you are the inspiration behind why today is Food and Beverage Day, all things Icon of the Seas. So make sure you all, think about what have y'all seen food and beverage related. And we will introduce our categories back. We had to take a quick little pause for the cause in our categories, but we're back. And we'll be nominating and then voting on who has had the best food and drink content that we think so far. Hello, 11 people, welcome in. My name is C with C, and thanks for coming to Couch Cruise with me. I am covering all things Icon of the Seas for individuals who might be at home watching all the content. So come on in here. All right, we got 13 people in the chat. Hello, welcome in. Hit that thumbs up as you're entering, and let's get into our hellos. So first off, we have Janelle T. Hello, Janelle. And I'll get into the content that Janelle shared with me. We got Cruising Capers. Hey, welcome in, Cruising Capers. So good to see you all. Hope you are well. We have Andrea Campbell saying good evening. We have Leon and Terry's Dream Vacation saying hello to everyone. Hello, 18 people. Welcome in for the Couch Cruise. We have Gina's World saying, hey, Gina's World. Welcome in. Go, Vic, go. Miss Vicky is back tonight to Couch Cruise. Awesome sauce. Shiro is here. Yes, Shiro is one of our moderators with the mostest. Shiro be slinging that wrench around, so y'all don't cut up too much, all right? We have Marcia Knight saying hello to the Couch Cruisers. MH Family Adventures is here. MH is saying, hey, see, we're seeing everyone in the chat. We got Toyla. We got Laria. She says she can finally make it live this week. Happy you were able to join in. Welcome, 24 people. And we have Miss Melina saying, hola. Hola, Melina. So yes, I mentioned to you all today is all about food and beverages that we've seen on Icon the Seas. If you are like me, you have been watching all things Icon, and I'm starting to notice that there's more content getting pushed out that features the food and drink items from Icons of the Seas. So we're going to get into that this evening. Let's see. So Janelle, how I got this idea, Janelle T. Welcome in, Janelle T. Janelle sent me Pero DJ's preview from everything food and beverage related. And it was kind of cool. They did like a 20-minute bar tour, all 20 bars during the preview sailing. And it was cool to see. I think I could drink with D. She was making some really cool choices for food and beverage, or for beverages. And one of my favorites was her passion fruit margarita that she picked up. So as a little bit of an icebreaker, welcome in 24 people. Based on what you all saw so far, what is an item that you would have been sipping on based on what you've seen? Where is a bar that you would have been posted up? Which dinner reservation would you have gotten? So let's get to chatting about all those things, and welcome in 25 people. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's see. Margaret Logan is saying, good evening, Captain C, and to all the Couch Cruising cousins. Yes, good evening, all. And it makes sure just says, love Pero DJ. Yes, I do too. And I was like, there's no way in the world that D and J were going to be able to drink all that they drank. I got to put my phone on mute. Here we go. It's funny because every time my phone is quiet all day long, and then I get on the Couch Cruise and my friends get to texting. But I love them. Somebody remind me to turn the sound back if we have anybody live. And of course, if you are live from the ship, I am going to just drop this link if anybody from the ship wants to join us on our Couch Cruise. So let's get into what we saw. I think I would have been at the Bubbles Bar. I think I kind of like that concept. I noticed finally, talking about Pero DJ, I was able to finally see the swim and tonic, the swim up bar. I feel like nobody has caught the swim up bar really in depth. A lot of people I've seen catch the what is that thing called? The Hideaway, but I had not seen too much of the Sumo bar, and they gave a pretty extensive view of that. Janelle says, I want to try the 1400 bar. Cool. Yeah, that bar looks kind of swanky. And what exactly is that, like their version of like the craft cocktail bar? I don't want to offend anybody and say alchemy, but is that like their craft cocktail bar, the 1400 bar concept that they're introducing here? Yolanda Jackson saying, welcome. Good evening, Yolanda. And Miss Margaret Logan says, yes, 1400 bar. What is the signature drink? What is it? Describe it. What's the signature drink at 1400 bar? So yeah, I was also able to, and I told y'all early in the cruise, or early in the couch cruise, hello 28 people, hit that thumbs up, that I was making a conscious effort of watching more content that I had not, watching more creators that I have not or do not traditionally watch. And I was able to watch I Heart McCullough's, who I was already subscribed to, but their trip or their video related to the Windjammer. I have been really interested in seeing what was going on with the Windjammer. I've also noticed a lot of people have been like skipping the main dining room. I'm not sure if other people noticed that too. However, I know like a few people gave me like menu items from the main dining room, but it just seems like a lot of folks are like either trying the specialty restaurants or trying the other options on the ship. But it was interesting to see who is it? I Heart McCullough's taking us around the Windjammer. All right, let's get back into some of these comments. Go Vic Go is saying, I hear that 1400 bar is it. I want that drink they put the bubble on. Oh, okay. So is it like the what is it on because Carnival had the drink with the bubble. I'm not sure Carnival had it first, but what is it on Mardi Gras? The fortune teller bar has the drink that they bubble it over, and it's basically like a tequila drink. So it's the same type of drink with the bubble on top. Curious to know. Regina is saying, hey, everybody, y'all send Regina some love. Regina has been hard at work trying to get content. Regina is a solo cruiser on the ship. And Regina had a little bit of a snap, but we are going to pray that she's able to get all the things that she needs, definitely in regards to content-wise, because I know technology can be a beast. So everybody send good vibes Regina's way. It's going to be all right, Regina. Marilyn Tibbs is saying hello. And Dawn the Beautiful. Oh, I think I added the in it. Hey, 31 people. Dawn says, just pop in and say hello before we head out. I'm about to venture in these cruise streets tonight. Oh, these couch cruise streets. I'm about to venture out in these couch cruise streets tonight. Awesome, Dawn. Well, enjoy wherever you're going and be safe. So, yeah. So I'm curious to know. We're going to open up the category. So you all have told me what you think the bar that you would hang out in. However, let's take, what we've been doing is basically nominating folks that one, it's the goal to acknowledge the content that we see, right? So basically acknowledging that we've seen people who are on the ship who are like trying to collect really good features. So while we're going to open the category, what are your nominations for best food and drink content? So who has been capturing all the dining spots? Who's been capturing all the drink spots? Who's been tasting the food for you? Who's been showing you on the camera? The nominations for best food and drink are open, and welcome in 30 people. So yeah, what else? So for me, yeah, I think I like the Bubbles bar. I think I would be hiding out there for sure, having a few drinks. And I think I might like the what is it, El Loco Fresh, the margarita spot. I think I would hang out there too. So welcome in 33 people. Who else we got? Regina's giving us the lowdown from the ship from 1400 bar. Regina says 1400 has become our hangout spot every night. All right. So now you know where to find people to hang out. There are other really great bars on board. 1400 is centrally located now. Centrally located is definitely a plus and a perk. And it has a nice vibe. So it makes it like an easy spot to get to. Okay. So 1400 has a nice vibe. Cool to know. I'm going to drop. Regina, are you free? Do you want to like jump in for a second and tell us about what all the food and drinks are doing? Or you might be busy. I don't know. And we already have a favorite bartender. Regina says, and Roberta at 1400 is the bartending queen. Awesome to know. So if you all are on Icon of the Seas, you're looking for a good bartender. Sounds like she has great service, strong drinks. Go hit up our girl, Roberta Bosho. Who else we got? So, let's get into the food. Now, I know the food content has been, so anybody have any nominations for best food videos that they've seen so far? Let us know, 33 people. What else we got? talking about like the food items, the food, and I haven't seen tons, but Miss Yachty is back out there releasing her mini vlogs of all things food related. So Miss Yachty was on the cruise, the preview cruise earlier, and she caught a lot of the neighborhood spaces while the ship was kind of empty. Now Yachty is doing a series of food and drinks. So Yachty has been to Izumi. Yachty got the exclusive content related to what's the bar? The not bar the $200 holler. What's it called? The Empire Supper Club. Yachty has content from Empire Supper Club. She got Izumi, so she got the Windjammer content. So yeah, shout out to Yachty for releasing that. All right, we have one nomination. Cool. Miss Go Big Go says Yachty has been getting around to a bunch of food venues. Yes. I will say for sure. Miss Yachty is one of our nominees for best food and drink content. The category is still open, so put your ideas about who's been catching good food and drink content. And I know we still have until tomorrow. I know some people are uploading things on the ship, and of course tomorrow the ship is in Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So. Question for you all to engage. So as you all know, there is an elevated dining concept. And can somebody confirm if 150 Central is or is not on the ship? I've been hearing mixed reviews. Somebody said it was not. It was taken away. And then someone said they confirmed that 150 Central is still on the ship. So who can confirm where is 150 Central? We want to know where it is. Or if it's, still going to stay on the smaller class ships or what. Question for you all, though. Empire Supper Club. So Empire Supper Club is an exclusive dining experience, multi-course menus, and it's a $200 per person dining experience. Question for you: would that dining experience be something that you want to try on the ship, or would that be something you would reserve for like maybe a land-based restaurant? Hello, 36 people. Let us know. Let's get back into the comments. So Margaret Logan is saying, yes, Yachty has been doing a great job. Yes, and she is cranking out that content on time. MH Family Adventures says she does not recall seeing 150 Central. Thank you, MH Family Adventures. Yeah, somebody said, all right, we got a tip from the ship. I'm going to beam Regina in. Stand by, Couch Cruisers. We have some live content from the ship. Hi. Turn my volume up this time so I can hear you. How you been?
Good. Can y'all hear me? I'm in the elevator bank.
Yes, I can hear you and it's coming in clear.
Okay, good. Hey, everybody.
Hi. So Regina is the newest content creator out there. Regina has just started her channel, and her channel is, what is it? Savvy. Go ahead.
The Travel Savvy Hub.
See, that's why you had to say it. The Travel Savvy Hub. So make sure you plug into the Travel Savvy Hub. She has already released one video for best tips for first-time cruisers.
Oh, it's first time and experience. All the above.
So, tips for cruisers. Cool beans. So yeah, Regina, what are you doing this evening?
I am getting ready to head over to the evening show. This entertainer, he does a lot of different music. They listed like he does everything from like Bruno Mars to Michael Jackson and everything in between. So I'm going to go check him out. And then we're meeting up at 1400 after that. And then tonight there is a one-hit wonder party. And there is a rumor that Rover might make an appearance at the party. So
now that would be interesting because that's screaming Virgin Voyages, because Virgin has the Who Let the Dogs Out with the actual, the
right.
And Royal said we're gonna up you and bring out an actual dog.
Right.
Cool. So let's see. 1400 bar. What has been we're talking all things food and drink. So what has been again? I said we have been talking all things food and drink. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, one more time.
We've been talking all things food and drink.
Okay.
What has been your favorite drink at 1400?
Ooh, my favorite drink is called the Cable Car. That has been, and the 1400, the actual signature drink. Both of those are tied. Very good. Cool. On the 1400 drink, it has it's citrusy. So if you like citrus, and then there's a special thing that the bartender does on top of the drink. So you have to come get it to see what that is. You probably have seen pictures and stuff online, but I was
We
trying to
love
be
a challenge.
successful.
Regina, don't move. Show us that doohickey behind you.
Huh? Oh, this is the board that tells you things to do. It flips between the schedule, lets you know what's going on. And so every day you'll see like whatever the highlights are, the highlight entertainment of the evening, those types of things are all on here. And then it just kind of runs the schedule for the day.
Is it touchscreen?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
not.
cool.
So it's not like a wayfinder. It's not like that.
Ah, that's interesting. They didn't add that technology to the ship.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being in. I don't want to hold you up, but I appreciate it. And we already got you a couple of subscribers, and MH Family Adventures dropped your link.
Oh, thank you, Rockwell, for posting that.
So we'll be watching for your content. Thanks for beaming in.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for having me. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Regina.
Bye.
Awesome. So we got another exclusive tip from the ship. Regina was talking about her favorite beverages. And that's so interesting that screen is not a navigation screen. It's a touch screen, or not a touch screen. Let's see. We're going back to the top. Okay. Janelle T says, Rich started out telling us about Empire Supper Club before the live went off the rails. Yes. So if you all were watching, and I appreciate Janelle, because Janelle has been like prompting me. It's been so much content. So I've been like going in and out of like different lives, trying different people's channels, etc. So Janelle was like, you need to tune in to Rich and Jazz. So Rich and Jazz went live. They actually, I think, showed the quest live. So if you're interested in seeing that content about what the crazy quest was, they have it on their channel. Hi, 42 people. Welcome in. Hit that thumbs up. But Rich and Jazz about to have their own crazy quest, because Rich was hell-bent on not leaving that dang on cabin. So it's a cool live if you want to see their personalities for sure. And if you're interested in seeing what the makeup of Crazy Quest is, they have it for you. Janelle says, on a ship so I can stumble back to my cabin. So Janelle is saying that's what she prefers to do her food and drink pairing. And of course, people were saying hello to Regina, and Regina got some new subscribers. All right, so Path of Ancient. I was about to mess that name up so bad. Path of Ancient. Okay, we got a challenge. We got a challenge for the content creators now. Path of Ancient. Let me slow down. I'm not sure how they're going to do this. But Path of Ancient says, I would like to see the Wizard of Oz performance. Now, Path of Ancient, you know some of this stuff is copywritten, so you would have to find a rogue channel. But content creators, you got a challenge out there, but I don't think they're allowed to. But MH is confirming. Wizard of Oz is amazing. However, no recording is allowed, though. And it seems like Wizard of Oz has gotten itself together, because if you all know, when MH Family Adventures was on the ship, and I also believe the first night, embarkation day, or one of the earlier nights in the cruise, when they put on Wizard of Oz, and they had to like stop because they were having some technical difficulties with Wizard of Oz. The stage floor was randomly opening or something weird. And if you want to see a little tidbit of what that looked like, your favorite couple, if you go to their vlog, I think it might have been for boarding day, I'm trying to remember, they caught the little bit of the glitch that was going on with Wizard of Oz. But I'm happy that it seems like they got the situation under control, and more people have been able to go see the show. So yep. And then who was it? Alicia, who came on, was basically saying that it was Broadway quality. So cool, good to know. Or I think actually it's just like they do full-length shows on Royal. Each of the Oasis class or bigger, I think, has its own like dedicated show. When I was on Oasis of the Seas, I was like, well, I'm here for 7 days. I might also go see Cats. I'll never have to go see Cats again, but it was cool to see it as part of my cruise fare. Laria is saying she subscribed to Regina's channel. Folks are speaking of Facts and Tree. Hey, my DC cousins are in the chat. And then Jameer, welcome back, Jameer. Jameer is getting on Icon in the summer. Says, any R&B vibes on the Icon? Oh, that would have been a great question to ask while Regina was here. Trying to think if I can take a stab at that. I do know I was watching, I think, Jen Danielle, Life of Us TV, Addie and Terry. It wasn't R&B, but it like they had like a full hip hop party, pool party, late night pool party in the Hideaway area. But I'm not sure if there's like been. Oh, yes, and then was it Lou's? The jazz club, I believe. There was a Earth, Wind and Fire and Stevie Wonder tribute with the orchestra spin. That was early in the week. So those are a little bit of things. I'm not sure how like if there's like a dedicated R&B house band. I was talking to Damien from Damien and Quand, and I was telling him when I was on Oasis of the Seas in the music hall, we had there was two bands. There was, I think, like the house band who were performing the Royal Promenade, and then there was like a rock band. And those two bands would rotate between in the music hall. So the house band had more R&B. They were playing Sade and top 40 things. So yeah, it'd be cool if anybody knows. Are there any R&B vibes that people know about on the ship? I also was listening to who was it? Travel Spree. I do know it seemed like the red party in the club hasn't been all that it could be. For me, I've never had a turned royal party. I do know some of the smaller 4-day cruises like Freedom of the Seas, Independence of the Seas, their nightclub tends to jump. I do know for sure Freedom. I was talking to somebody I know, somebody from Melanin Sea was telling me like, get your butt on Freedom of the Seas. And I'm like, really? But my thing is usually I'm conked out before the nightclub really jumps anyway. So the nightclub is not, I'm more of a, I'll walk through the nightclub on my way to my cabin person. And I have a theory about the nightclub and me getting germs. So I'm starting to like not want to go to a nightclub because it seems like anytime I go to a nightclub, I end up with like some kind of ear, nose, throat, cough situation. So I'm starting to not even want to go. All right, enough of that. Hi, 45 people. Welcome in. Let's get back into the chat. Toilet is saying, I've seen shorts of the Oz. I doubt if anybody will get the whole show. So are they not performing the whole show yet? Anybody know? Or is it and we got another for subscription to Regina's channel. Awesome. Thank you, Leon and Terry. Definitely appreciate it. Regina and I, if you want to see what the vibes of like Regina's content, Regina and I have reviewed Norwegian Prima and we reviewed Scarlet Lady. Yeah, if you want to, Regina has a really strong eye for brand and marketing. And then, of course, a really seasoned cruiser. So I think you all appreciate it if she starts rolling out more content. Fast and Tree is saying hello. They subscribe. MH Really Adventures is dropping us some more tips from the ship. And MH is saying, not that I can recall, love and R&B and missed it on the ship. Yeah, and it seems like that's interesting. Well, in the Hideaway area, it sounded like one day, Damien and Quanda were live, and Damien was walking through. The Hideaway was playing like some Mary J. Blige, but it sounds like, are you talking like nightlife activities? I'm not sure if I've heard any like dedicated R&B, and that would be nice. But I know a couple of the creators have said that the ship has a lot of sound and music constantly playing. It just may not be the music that you're looking for, but I did notice that. And I also find it interesting because a lot of people have been trying to compare like the Royal to Virgin. There's been some pics that Virgin has done. There has been some, I feel like there's on Icon Seas, there's been some borrowing from Virgin. So Icon has the lights on the side that light up to say, the name, where we know Virgin kind of introduced us to that concept. They have the food stalls, which Virgin has done. And then something that you also hear a lot from creators is Virgin always has like music playing. And it seems like Royal is kind of also grasping that concept. Tell me if y'all think it's true or not. I don't know. So folks are speaking. Jen Danielle Experience is here. Hey, Jen, I'm not sure what you're doing either, but let me know if you want to pop up to say hello to the people and let us know how your cruise life has been. The Jen Danielle Experience hit 7,000 followers while she was on the ship. And the Jen Danielle basically gave y'all a challenge. She said if she hit 7,000 subscribers, she was going to get on the water slide. And Jen not only got on the water slide, I was like, Jen, you picked that one? She got on not the full drop slide, but she got on the yellow, like zero gravity drop slide. And I don't know if y'all have seen, I didn't realize the size of that. Okay, I see it. Yes. And Jen is also a very much, I see her comment in the chat, very well versed Virgin Voyages cruiser. She has hosted a group cruise and hosting another. So if you're interested in a Friendsgiving, a pre Thanksgiving Friendsgiving group cruise, holla at your girl Jen. But Damien and Quanda's, okay, cool. Jen's gonna pop up, she said. And that'll be cool to talk about the whole the versus battle of Royal versus Virgin. Some people say it won't be a competition, but I'm just curious. But watching Damien and Quanda's vlog was interesting because I did not realize the scope and size of the dang on water park. And I know I've seen it in a variety of vlogs, but I'm not sure what angle Damien came around that corner in his live. But I could, and that was the day that they were leaving St. Thomas. I could really see they don't scale back those water slides. Those are full like water slides they slapped on the side of that ship. So I'm curious, how do they handle like break the wind up? I don't know. Like how I'm curious, like have we encountered icon of seas on a windy day? I'm curious. Because I know it's Oasis the ship did a lot of shaking around. I also heard about Wonder does a lot of moving and shaking. So let's see. Hello, people are speaking to Margaret Logan. The whole show was operating. So thank you. MH Family Adventures is confirming that the whole Wizard of Oz show, or is it called the Oz? One of these ships need to get the whiz. Now that will be a good old time. Talking about R&B vibes. But it's 95 minutes long, which is really good to know because you're going to dedicate some time to watching the show from while you're on your cruise. Folks are talking about Jen's slide experience. Jen says she'll pop in. Jen, we waiting for you, girl. But she said it's definitely they borrowed a lot of things from Virgin. Cool. So I know our category this evening is food and drinks. I know Yachty has been nominated. I mean, we also had Travel Spree to sweep a category earlier this week. So any other nominations for food and drink? Let me know. Also, let me know, where would you be dining? So we talked about drinking. It sounds like the 1400. We got a grown and sexy kind of vibe in our chat this evening. That 1400 bar has y'all on the chokehold. And it seems like it also has cruises on the ship in a good place. They like to go there every evening. Now let's talk about food. What are the food experiences that you'll be looking forward to on the ship? Let us know in the chat. Okay, and we're still waiting for Jen. Carla G is here. Hi, Carla. Welcome in. Margaret Logan, it says, yes, the Wiz would have been, wouldn't it have? And it would have been different. But you know who would do the Wiz? Honestly, I don't want to see that dang on Celebrity Cruise Line. Celebrity is the only cruise ship that I think the ghost of Michael Jackson Pass will let basically do the Wiz. And we got Jen. Yes, 10 across the board. Jen's always gonna give you face.
Girl, look, I'm giving barely anything tonight. I am exhausted. That's why I'm in the room. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and jump in here and say hey to everybody.
Cool. Yes, it seems like it's been a marathon. Like even just coming to do this every night, and I'm not even on the ship. I was like, tonight, I was like, I just want to take a nap.
Girl, I'm telling you. I look, kudos to you because that was an amazing idea. Because look, you turned lemons into lemonade. Because I would have been at home pounding all week, and you are over here going live more than us.
So Jen, you were hitting on something interesting. So you said it, Vanessa said it. Vanessa's Vacation Vibes. This is of course the Jen Danielle experience. Tap into those channels if you haven't already. But you both have been being very experienced Virgin Voyages cruisers, have noticed that there are some borrowing elements borrowed from Virgin. Tell us more about that.
There definitely are it's kind of difficult for me to make a full comparison because this is only my second Royal Caribbean cruise. And I second what everybody's been telling you because the only other one I've done is Freedom of the Seas. And it was an amazing time. I loved it. It was a party. Like the silent party was like one of the best ones I've seen. Now, the Ascent topped it.
Okay.
Because they had that concept of where they had it, that was a really good silent party. But they had really good parties, a red party, like everything was just really good party wise. So I kind of count this as like my first real Royal Caribbean cruise. So I don't know what's new for them, but definitely I don't think we've ever heard of anybody putting the signs on the side of the ship. And I think that's such a special touch And
Mm-hmm.
I love it for the people like of St. Kitts because I did a tour and the tour guide was telling me that like people from the town were coming and like waiting at the pier because everyone wants to see the ship. And so it's
Mm-hmm.
just so special to know like everywhere we're docking, everybody wants to see the ship. So that was really cool. So I love that they put that message up there for them, but it's like we know where that came from. We know who started
Absolutely.
that.
And I would say I've been on 2 royal cruises, and that definitely was an element. That whole I was on. I did Oasis of the Seas, and then their older Enchantment of the Seas,
Uh-huh.
and definitely
Yeah, they weren't
Oasis,
doing that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oasis had the red party, so I'm not sure, and I'm not sure who did it first either.
I know the Red Party was around. So my Royal Caribbean cruise was 2022, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So Virgin was around then. I don't know what made them go with red or call it red, but even like we said for the Ascent, whatever that After Dark was, it's kind of comparative to a Virgin cruise. So it's kind of funny that Virgin has gone so far left on everything and doing everything so different, but then you see all the traditional cruise lines keeping like the core elements, but still like picking little pieces from that and saying maybe we should add this in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely been interesting. But yeah, like you mentioned about like the kind of food areas. So if anybody who's experienced Virgin, you have the galley, which is kind of like a food hall concept because they don't have any buffets on Virgin, which I'm learning that I really really appreciate.
What,
You guys
having a buffet or not having it?
not having it. I do not like the buffet concept at all anymore. And it's not because of the food. It's just I think it's the chaos of going in there and it being so much. You're moving around people. People are coming left and right. And then with this situation that's different from Virgin is we have a lot of children on here. So you have children running around and reaching and grabbing. And so,
Mm-hmm.
it's really an unfair comparison to make between the two, but you can
Mm-hmm.
definitely see the little similarities in the things that they're doing.
Yeah, I know Addie touched on it, and Lifeless TV were saying like they're not. You can't compare them. They're in their own lane. However,
Right.
there are elements that you have to acknowledge are borrowed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Jen,
Yeah.
we were about to swim to come get you earlier this week. We were worried, child. How? What has been the turning point? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good today. I am feeling good today. I have some perspective on how I feel about this ship for a solo traveler.
Mm,
Hey, my cruising family. So I definitely do have some. The videos will progress. That was probably one of the more negative videos I've ever done. I tend to be very positive and try to steer away. I think that I kind of did myself a disservice by watching too much content before I came on here. So I
mm,
think that I was like so hyped before when I got here. It wasn't that it was a disappointment. It was just kind of like I knew where everything was. So there wasn't like that huge element of surprise. And
yeah.
so I know don't do that anymore. And
Oh,
also like I got my original plan for content. I had like this is the first time I wrote everything out and really had a plan. And when I got on here, nothing happened according to plan. My plan was to only visit one neighborhood per day. I got on here and at 12, by like 5, I had seen just about all of it. So,
mm.
and that means I got on here like gunning it and running through. Um, and so
You were
it's just
excited.
I was excited. And I know like kind of going back to what we said about the Virgin thing, the all inclusive pricing thing, it's tough. It's tough because I realize as a cruiser, I always do specialty dining. So the main dining room is different for me. The buffet aspect is different for me, just because I pretty much only cruised Virgin last year, with the exception of Celebrity. So yeah, it was difficult going back to that now, and not. I was just telling everybody today, this is my first day eating a steak. And I was like, I eat steak all cruise. so,
I'll be
so
messed up on cruise. I eat so much beef.
Girl, that's the only time I do it. Like it's my body probably appreciates it, but it's definitely so many options for food and everything on here. It's just it to me it seems like a very snacky ship. So,
Oh, like peckish. Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yep. Because
Yeah,
even that Aquadome market area, it's like little small place. So like they have like a full macaroni stand, and it's like five different kinds, and you get like a little bowl. So it's very much a snacky ship, I feel like. And I was like, I just want like a meat, some potatoes. Like I want a real meal. And if you don't go to the dining room, if you don't go to the buffet, there's really no in between. That's not an additional cost. So
yeah. I after I watched you, I had to go back and watch my two royal cruises because I was curious. And one, it was like I was like, yeah, I remember both my first nights on Royal, which I can be a very much a loner, but that was the first time on a cruise ship that I was like, I feel alone. And even the second time, I actually went to the Facebook meetup and still
yeah.
like walked around and was just like, yeah, I'm not vibing with none of these people. And
Yeah.
just was like, I'm gonna sit in my corner and read my book. So
Yeah.
it's just interesting to kind of like, I now have a perspective of when I get on a Royal Caribbean ship, I am gonna be just very relaxed and I'm probably not gonna have a lot of engagement. So that
Yeah.
was something like went back and watched. I was just kind of like, yeah, it's just a different, slower type of vibe. And another common theme on my videos was like, I've always mentioned me being hungry.
So it's not just me. It's
Mm-mm.
not just me. I've been saying that. I was like, this is probably the only cruise I'm gonna come home and lose weight between the walking and the lack of food I feel like I've been eating. And it's so much food on here, but it's like cheeseburgers, popcorn, chicken. And I'm like, I feel like I'm just eating little kid meals all day. I just finally gave in and just went and got me an ice cream cone today. I had me a non-alcoholic drink in a little sippy cup. Like I just called it a day and went ahead and was like, we gotta try it at this point.
Yeah. So Jen, tomorrow is I won't hold you long because I know you're
Yeah.
trying to rest and get regrouped. Tomorrow is Perfect Day at Coco K.
Yeah, yep.
Do you want
So,
to tell the people what are you planning? What can we expect from your channel?
so I'm really excited about this. So this will be my second time going, and the first time I went, I didn't really know what to expect. And so one of the things I'm really excited about is pulling up to Dock in the morning and the music playing and hearing the Lovely Day song. Cause I was like that, yeah, I was like, that was just so special. Like it got me in the mood and seeing everything when you got out. So I'm really excited. So I actually did purchase access to the hideaway adults area, so I will be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Another similarity to Virgin, they now have an all adults area. So
Mm-hmm. And
so yeah,
Carnival in their rollout, they did their little peek. That Carnival took advantage of
this
Icon.
week, but I saw they even somebody even used the word icon in one of the marketing. I think it was John. I
And
saw it. Yeah.
Jen, I'm a Carnival girl, but I was like, y'all could have held that rollout for another
Yeah.
month. That's what y'all want to give us.
Exactly.
But
So
they're
yeah, so
coming
I'm
with
looking forward to that. I'm kind of leaning to a part of me wants to really go out and stay at Perfect Day and enjoy the day, but another part of me knows everybody is going to be off the ship tomorrow. So I may try to get out really early and come back so that I can really explore the last little areas. And that's one thing we kind of talked about when you were saying about you realized that you were like solo when you got on Royal. For me, even with the content creators on here, this ship, and this is one of the things I will say is a positive that
Mhm.
they've done with this, is the neighborhoods are laid out so well. I haven't experienced any crowding, like no lines whatsoever. Nothing. It doesn't feel overwhelming in the sense of people. It feels overwhelming in the sense of how much ship it is and where
Yeah.
everything is and how far you have to get to everything. So I'm looking forward to like having it to myself tomorrow, possibly.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things I've wrote out content wise is night tours. So I have spent just about every night. I nap during the day and I get up at night while like the crew is out cleaning and I tour every area. So
Okay.
so that's gonna be something different. We're gonna try it out. It's doesn't seem to be going too well right now, but we'll see. Hey, I had a
Stick with
video, so
it.
they're coming out.
Stick with it because your audience asks for it. And how I
Yeah.
prepare for every day, I kind of do the search and I kind of see like at night that was one of the like starting to trend questions. So I
Okay.
would say
Good.
Pop in that tag, girl. Don't let it go. Because it's well the way it's lit. So I would just try it or do both.
It's beautiful at night. And I mean, you get a different experience when you have the ship literally to yourself. And that's one thing I can say. And maybe that's because there's so many families on here. When you get to about 2-ish, there is not a soul out but the crew, and they're spraying the ship down, and I'm right there with them. So me and the crew clock in at 2. So, so that's been a big turning point for me. I know you asked about the turning point, and it was actually hanging with people. So, like you said about I think it was a little bit of the loneliness thing and trying to be everywhere that first day.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the turning point. So the content does turn. So stay tuned.
We will be locked in. Everybody saying congratulations on 7K.
Thank you.
We'll be tuned in. Thanks for popping in, Jen.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Bye, everybody. Thanks for doing this, Carlene. You keeping us, look, you telling me what's going on, so I know what to do tomorrow.
See you.
See you.
Cool. That was the Jen Danielle experience. And yes, if you all, I'm sure most of y'all are already tapped into that channel, but Jen is also a solo cruiser like myself. She does a lot of content for Virgin. Virgin has hosted her. She's been out. Oh, I'm about to mess it up. I'm not sure if it was Greece. I think it was Greece, or she's been hosted by Virgin on one of those like Sir Richard Branson kind of cruises. So tap into Jen. And if you are a solo cruiser or somebody who has not tried Virgin yet, and you want to do it amongst the group, Jen is hosting a Friendsgiving cruise. The information is on her channel. And I think it's not on, it's like the week before Thanksgiving. So that allows you to cruise and then do your like actual family. All right, so we are going to start wrapping a little bit, and we're going to finish up these comments. And then we're going to talk about what's tomorrow. Tomorrow's our last day, y'all. But let's get into the comments first. Let's see. I got to go back up because I want to make sure Jen got to see all the flowers that y'all are dropping for her in the chat. Path of Ancient says, not everybody be washy-washy. Yes, and see, Path of Ancient, we were doing the nice nasties for a period of time with the Royal Caribbean Cruise Company, excuse me. And Royal has been telling people over and over and over again to wash their hands, not just wash them, but wash them. I noticed with warm water, and I also noticed they've been telling people, reminding people after the bathroom. And the fact that you got to tell people that is a mess. I also don't know how I feel about the washy-washy people being dressed in like egg and bacon costumes, but that's just me. But apparently, yes, we need the washy-washy people at all times, and we need the hand sanitizing stations, everything, because there are some still little like, there's been like a lot of intestinal stuff going on cruise ships lately. So, even if you don't, I don't like to say that because you should be washing your hands if you're at home. However, cruises, you need to do that a little more because it's so many high touch points. And I know some of you are like, oh God, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna get sick. Cruise ships are a whole different beast, okay? So I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I'm just offering that to you. Laria says, I don't like buffets either. She avoids them at all costs. And Laria is another chronic Virgin cruiser. I've got to meet Virgin Voyages cruiser. I got to meet Laria on Sisterhood of Sea, sponsored by Addie and Terry, this last Labor Day. And Laria had already been on, I think, 5 Virgin cruises, right, Laria? I don't know if I messed that up, but Laria is a Virgin cruise connoisseur. Folks are speaking to Jen. So many of y'all don't like buffets, and I like the buffet. I want to be able to get my food and run. And I'm the person, I get hungry at really weird hours, so I need the food instantly. And that's what I would say about the Celebrity Ascent. I know it's supposed to be talking about Icon. That Celebrity Ascent had food at all hours, and it was good. All right, back to Royal Caribbean. I know they're cousins in the same company. My Christmas family says, we appreciate your genuine feedback. Thanks, Jen. Very cool. And she said, oh, that's how you felt then. It's okay to feel different. Hey, we are complex beings. We have ranges of emotions. So yeah, and it's scary, to have that first day on a cruise ship and you're like, sugar, I got 6 more days of this, and can I do it? So I am happy that Jen has hit the corner and got over that. But yes, we all have a range of feelings, and it doesn't behoove folks to always see the like, I'm happy about being on this cruise ship. Sometimes you really be getting on the ship and you be like, can I get off before y'all push back? Janelle Tia says, besides the food not being good, they are wasteful. Talking about buffets. Am I the only buffet girl in the house? I like a buffet. Hi, Lisa Cruise Lover Miller. I think this is my first time seeing you. Welcome in. And Sony Day is saying, what's the name of Jen's page? Thanks for asking asking that. Her page name is The Jen Danielle Experience. If anybody can drop that in the chat. The Jen Danielle Experience on YouTube. It should pop up pretty immediately once you type it in. Who else we got? Cassette Mayhem is saying, you must have found my Carnival Magic content, but Cruising the Magic February 22nd, 2024. Can't wait. Cheers from Canada. Oh, Canada. I love y'all. Anyway, focus, Carlene. National Anthem on fleek. But anyway, cool. Good to see you in here. I got some Carnival Magic content if you just want to see what the ship is like. Adrian is saying, hello. G is in the house. Jen is saying, thanks to everyone and have a good night. Jameer is saying, it's crazy what Jen said about them buffets. Summer cruising with all them kiddos on summer break. And listen, I remember being in an airport lounge and this kid put his hand straight in the pot, Jesus. And I was like, oh, baby, you're not supposed to do that. He looked at me like, why are you talking to me, lady? So yeah, you see some very interesting things at buffets. However, I'm gonna go to one every time because I'll be hungry. Laria is saying, hey, Sister SC. Oh, she was okay. So Laria has been on 6 Virgin Voyages cruise, and she is trying to go on SAS 25. Laria. I can't give all the previews, but just, who else we got? And yeah, SAS is Sisterhood at Sea. That is Addie and Terry's one of their cruises. It's for the sisters. And so yeah, this year they're doing a cruise. I can't remember this year's dates because I know I'm not doing this year. However, 2025 they are cruising to Greece or out of Greece on Virgin Voyages. And then there's also a cruise late summer, August, I think, this year. And they are going to Mexico. So if you are interested in the cruise community and folks like Laria, Carla, myself, we've done Sisterhood at Sea. Janelle, we've done Sisterhood at Sea. So yeah, hit up Addie and Terry and they can get you situated. Who else we got? Sharo. Thank you, Sharo, for dropping that link for Jen. Much appreciated. They found her. Thank you. Power to the buffet people. Yes, love a good buffet. Yes. In my cruising area said, my buffets are fine. My daughter loves a buffet. Laria says, by the way, my son happened to walk in when you were talking about me being a Virgin Voyages subject matter expert. Girl, you listen, Laria, you better be glad my job has been working me this week because I know what a shmee is. He says, I feel like a rock star. Oh, yes, Laria knows all things Virgin Voyages. And Laria also taught me how to pose. You're supposed to put your arm out, get it away from your love handle so that it looks to create space. So thank you, Laria. That picture actually is now one of my model pictures for cruise content. Margaret Logan says, yes, same. I love a buffet. Just don't be wasteful. Yolanda Jackson says, when I cruise solo, I don't waste time in the main dining room. Go to the buffet. And that's what I will say too. If you want more time with just like being on your own time, doing what you want to do, catch the evening shows, the buffet is an option. It's usually open the same time the main dining room is because you're going to lose about 2 hours every evening in the main dining room. So if you want to do more of the activities in the evening, hit up the buffet. You can eat on your own speed and get to where you want to get to. So yeah, I actually found myself when I did my last cruise was Carnival Magic 8-day. No, that was not my last cruise. That was my that was not my last cruise. I've been like 3 more cruises. One of my most recent cruises was Carnival Magic, and every evening I pretty much did the buffet because I wanted to do the evening activities and take my butt to bed. Thank you. Janelle T says Sisterhood at Sea 2024 is August 25th this year. And yes, hit up Addie and Terry if you want to join that cruise. Well, y'all, this has been great. Hello, 53 people. If you can tap in, I have a goal of getting to 2,000 subscribers, and I would love to do that before we wrap up this couch cruise tomorrow. I'm about 50 subscribers away from 2,000. But yes, we'll see. Thanks for coming to Couch Cruise with me. And I think we have a winner for our Couch Cruise or our food content, and that has been Yaddy. So shout out to Happily Ever Yaddy. Tomorrow, the cruisers are in Cocoa Key, and we will be tapped into all their socials to see where they're going, who's doing what, who's trying what activities, who got that exclusive cabana, is Hideaway Beach all that it's wrapped up to be. So make sure you cover that watch that content tomorrow so that you can chime in and talk about it. And tomorrow's category will be, to round out our cruise, it will be who caught the most unique experience on camera. All right, this is C with C. Thanks for coming to Couch Cruise with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. on the Couch Cruise. Bye.